John, take car. You see, this is why seatbelt safety should always be paramount. Remember to buckle up. John, proceed to castle. Perhaps this is the one? As you approach, you make an attempt to contact your friends for verification, but there's no answer from Jade or from Rose. You wonder what they could be up to. It seems someone else is bugging you. I guess he's not asking Dave because he assumes that Dave wouldn't know. That assumption is correct. This is not Dave's prerogative. John, answer. Hi, John. Oh, hey there, Vriska. Can this wait? I was about to check out this castle and see if my dad is here. Your guardians are not here. Oh, dang it. Do you know where they are? Yes, they're in another castle. Don't worry, you'll find them later. Ugh, how much later? In a while. Settle down. I am telling you that you will find them after a little more questing around in your awesome blue godhood, so why don't you relax and talk to me for a while? God damn, she cannot turn the manipulation down for a second. Well, okay, I guess so. Why don't you have your hood up, by the way? Shrug. You look great with the hood up. And anyway, we should be showing a little pride as the only ones to make God tier, don't you think? Psh, I don't know if it's much a major accomplishment, honestly. John, are you mad at me? No. Then what's the matter? I guess I just miss my dad. I was hoping he would be here, but apparently I won't see him for another few hours or whatever. If that's what you see in the future, then I guess there's no fighting it. Blah. I still find it a little hard to understand the sentimentality you attach to these adult humans. It just seems so strange to me, but hey, that's alien culture for you. Yeah, I know. I guess you just have to think of them the way you think of your Luci? Yeah, sort of. Except I never liked mine that much. Even after I prototyped her, things were pretty chilly between us. Spent most of my adventures avoiding her. That's too bad. John, are you sure you're not mad at me? No? Why would I be mad at you, Vriska? Because I tricked you into getting killed. Oh, right. I actually almost forgot about that. Would it help if I said I was sorry? Why would you need to apologize, though? I mean, I admit I was pretty confused about it at first, seeing my dead body in the cloud and all, but in the end, you did it to help me, didn't you? Really, I should probably be thanking you. Are you there? Yes, I'm here. Sorry, I wasn't sure what to say for a moment. I'm just so incredibly relieved you're not angry with me. But I really don't know what reason I would have to be angry. I mean, aside from the deception involved, but I kind of understand why you did that. And in any case, you did give me the choice. Yes, I did. I don't know, John. You'd be surprised how often people resent it when you try to help them. But, see, you really get it. That's why you're special. Shrug. Heart. So is this what you want to talk to me about? Yes. Well, not exactly. Then what is it? I know how this is probably gonna sound, especially to a human, but I just killed someone. You did? Who was it? You mean like a bad guy? Not exactly. Oh yeah, Karkat mentioned that he was in trouble, and then he had to go. Made me a little worried. Are you guys under attack or something? I'm not sure what his deal is. I haven't seen him in a while, but no, we're not under attack. Not yet, at least. Oh, well then who did you kill? He was a friend. Someone from our team. Why? Well, it's a little complicated. Well, did he attack you or something? Yes, but really... Combat victory. But really, that's not why I killed him. He was no match for me. I could have just incapacitated him or flown away or anything. The truth is, I killed him because at the time, I thought I wanted to. And sort of felt like I finally had to. Why did you have to? Because enough was enough. You don't even know how frustrating it was to be friends with him. I used to really like him and always wanted to help him get stronger so that he might stand a fucking chance to actually make it in our world. But he's just so weak and indecisive. He wouldn't change. And when he tried to change, it was too little and too late. Always late. Lady, late. Too late to kiss me. Too late to kill me. He couldn't do it when I really needed him to. So when I saw he was actually serious about trying to kill me, now of all times, I just got so angry. I'm still a bit upset thinking about it, so I killed him. And I'm pretty sure he's dead for good now. Wow, you're right, Vriska. That does not sound good at all. I know our races are completely different, and I really hate the idea of you thinking worse of me because of this, but I don't have anyone else to talk to about it. You don't? What about all your friends? I bet Karkat would listen. Or what about Terezi? She's pretty nice, isn't she? No. I mean, yeah, they're fine, but I can't talk to them. Why not? Well, for one thing, they'd probably just be pissed off at me for killing Tavros, and more importantly, there's no way I could tell them how I really feel about it. Well, how do you feel? Horrible! If any of my friends knew that, they would think that I'm weak. Oh, well, I guess I understand. I mean, I'm trying to, with the cultural differences and all. Do you? Like, trolls are more violent and angry, right? Kind of like Klingons or something, which is an angry race of alien savages from a TV show. We aren't savages, you dope. I know, that's not what I meant, but I'm guessing you have I'll have to act tough to make it in your world. And have a sense of honor about fighting and like to beat people up and stuff. Yeah, let's say close enough. But I think that no matter what alien culture you're from, killing is still wrong. And it sounds like you do too. Yeah, see, this is where our cultures clash, I think. It would be difficult to explain exactly how killing is viewed on our planet with all the nuance necessary. It isn't just the black and white thing humans seem to think it is. Well, you could try. I'm listening. On my world, I would be completely vindicated for killing him. He is far lower than me on the hemo spectrum. He managed to disrespect me time and time again, but I kept letting him live. In fact, the amount of slack I cut him would be considered scandalous by those in my class. I had every reason to kill him, and yet I feel bad about it, like a lame, weak fudge blood, just like he was. And the fact that I feel bad is why I'm sort of freaking out right now. Well, I think if you feel bad, it just means you have a conscience, which is good, right? No, that's not how it works. I'm supposed to be just fine with it. This was sort of like a test, and I'm afraid I might have failed. Well, how is it like a test? Well, it was the first time I killed somebody. Okay. Wait, okay, that's not really true. What I mean is, it was the first time I killed somebody I care about. So you've killed other people that you didn't care about? Yeah, sort of a lot, actually, but that was a really good reason for that. How many? Or do I not want to know? Oh, it doesn't matter. Probably a couple thousand? Holy shit. God, I know how that sounds, but I had to feed her. My Lucis, I mean. I've basically been playing this role as a slave in the food chain my whole life. It's what she selected me to do. I guess that's why you didn't get along with her. Hell yes. I see. Still, that is a lot of killing. Jesus. Yeah, but I never felt anything about it. It was just normal life for me. But then you finally killed the guy you liked, and it's not so cool anymore. Yeah. Oh, that's not quite right. He's the second person I cared about who I killed. Man, I always forget about her. I guess she wound up getting me back pretty good, though, so we're even. Or also, technically, I attempted to kill that same guy around the same time, but I just wound up paralyzing him. Oops. Ellipses. But man, that was sweeps ago. I think I had a really juvenile attitude about killing back then, and I was trying too hard. I was always really obsessed with being the best at stuff. I guess I was trying to be precocious in that respect as well, and prove to everyone how brutal I could be. But I was such a confused kid, I didn't know anything about what killing really means. I was trying to fake it, and it caused me nothing but problems. I guess I had no idea how different we really were. What I'm hearing is seriously scaring the shit out of me. Yeah, I know. I wish we didn't have to be so different. I'm just trying to be honest with you because, like I said, I have nowhere else to go. Okay, well, I appreciate the honesty. So if killing isn't exactly wrong, then what is it? What do you mean by what killing really means? I guess I have to admit I don't actually know the truth about humans either. Other than that you're all pretty soft and mild-mannered and seem to be friendlier and think killing totally sucks? I really have no clue what it means to grow up as a human, though. But I do know what it means to grow up as a troll, and that's what's expected of us. Oh, and what's expected of us. Well, what does it mean? When a troll comes of age, you better believe it means they're going to start killing. It's what we do as a race. We are very effective conquerors, and as such, we practically dominate our galaxy, or used to. The ones that don't learn to be ruthless, they're better off dead, and the reality is it won't be long until they are. That's just life for us. That sounds terrible. I'd like to be culturally sensitive, but I wish it didn't have to be like that for you. I've started to really like you guys. Well, thanks, John. That's nice of you to say, but let's face it, it doesn't fucking matter anymore since our whole race was wiped out. Maybe for the best when you think about it. But at least Paradox Space gave us some purpose before wiping us out, right? At least we got a chance to create you guys and all those twinkly little stars you used to look up at. Yeah, that's true. So because we got that chance, it means we'll never actually get to come of age and enter troll society and see if we have what it takes. But that doesn't mean we stop growing up. I think the game knows it's always going to be played by kids, and it always rigs it so they enter right around the cusp of sexual maturity, no matter what the species is. Which kind of makes sense, since if they succeed, they've got their whole lives ahead of them to do whatever the hell they're going to do in their universe, like start repopulating and whatnot. That means the game also knows it's going to deal with all these damn kids who are coming of age while playing it. I really think how successfully they mature is tied to success in the game. It challenges the player in all the ways they need to be challenged to grow, which is different for every individual, and very different for every species. I don't think we were so hot at that aspect of the game. In fact, I'm sure we were quite awful. Hell, even when I wasn't that great at it, I actually just fell back-asswards into the god tier, to be honest. Yeah, me too. What really gets me is this didn't even occur to me until just now, while I was sitting around thinking about it. It was so obvious. What? That was why the game split us into two teams. It knew as we came of age, we'd probably start killing each other. So it just provided the stage, red team versus blue. It was so simple. All we had to do was what we were naturally inclined to. It might have worked out better for us. I don't really see how you guys killing each other would have helped you play the game better. Yeah, you'd think that'd be counterproductive, but then again, maybe not. If we really did take the team thing seriously and started killing each other, maybe it would have meant more god tiers? Maybe all of us would have made it. Damn, can you imagine? We'd have breezed through the game even faster. Killing the king without a sweat, maybe claimed the reward before Jack even showed up. Or, if he did, maybe we could have beaten him then and there, instead of scurrying off like cowards. In retrospect, we failed in this so spectacularly, I'm amazed. I'm kind of ashamed. It turned out that the only one of us with the guts to kill someone was already dead. And boy, did I have it coming. Dead? Yes, she was a ghost, and then became a robot, then she became like 1,000 robots, then Jack killed them all but one, and then she blew up. Oh, and she also had the exact bizarre laptop you're using right now? How weird is that? Gosh, your team is so crazy. Not crazy enough, apparently. Actually, this is probably Karkat's fault. How do you figure? Well, when it comes down to it, he was probably too good of a leader. He actually did manage to get the two teams to work together towards the same goal. It could have easily deteriorated into a feud otherwise. He was so loud and annoying and obsessed with leadership, he wouldn't shut up, so it's just easier to go along with his plans. Huh. Yeah, I can see how that could be true. He sure kept us working together, but in the end, I think we paid for it. It wasn't natural. Pretty fitting, really, since he's kind of a freak himself. He's not even on the hemo spectrum, the weirdo. I really doubt he would have handled it as a leader if the shit ever hit the whirling device. He likes to pretend he's all vicious and bloodthirsty, but I know he ain't got it in him. I have a sense for these things. He'd be pissed if he heard me say this, but I think he'd be better as a human than as a troll. You probably mean that as an insult, but I think it's a nice compliment. But I won't tell him you said it. So this is right around I think I've heard it referred to as the woobification of Karkat, because like she says, he pretends to be all bloodthirsty and vicious, but he's actually not. If anything, it's his emotional skills that were a greater asset to the party than anything else. His ability to wrangle people into doing shit, especially if they don't want to do it. Like, we've seen him time and time again providing emotional advice to just about every single character in the series. With the exception of, like, maybe Nepeta? Yeah, except maybe Nepeta. Like, everyone's always coming to him for, like, dating advice. Like, there's even that conversation with Kanaya where he's like, alright, red or black, which is it? Red, but not red enough. Oh, isn't that always the case? Terezi, message Karkat. Hey. Oh, okay. So Karkat's somewhere else. And his crab top is, he's not near his crab top. Karkat, more bad news. A Gallows calibrator began trolling carcinogeneticist. It says you didn't get my message. You didn't block me or anything, did you? Where are you? I lost my glasses, but I'm back at the computer lab, and there's no one here. Except for another murder victim. She got Feferi this time, and maybe Kanaya too? I don't know. Do you know about this yet? If you get this, please be careful, Karkat, wherever you are. I'm afraid Vriska has finally gone completely out of control. Do not try to engage her. She is too dangerous. She is now my responsibility. Only I know how to deal with her. Warn everyone else to stay away too, if you can. Why won't anyone respond? What the hell is going on here? Sign. Goddamn. How am I going to go about this? I guess I can't put it off much longer. Why can't you answer? I really use someone to talk to about it. Oh well, just don't let her drink your blood. It's all mine, remember? Karkat, examine equipment. You reflect on your prior experience as the team's ectobiologist. It seemed like you were doing something so important at the time. Finally, everything made sense. This is why you were here. But what was the point? You're all clearly going to die the most pointless deaths possible. Everything you believed about your destiny was meaningless. You wish you never pushed those buttons and hatched your team out of all this goddamn slime. You're no ectobiologist. If only there was some title more befitting of the true discipline you practice, and the death sentence given to whatever you do through the disservice of creating. You can't think of one, though. And what about the other 12 regulars you spawned? Who were they? Probably further proof this was all meaningless and random. Could it be that they were the true heroes meant to be sent back to play this game while your team was the superfluous crop? Could a mistake have been made during the reckoning? Or just maybe? She was right about them all along. Not that it makes any difference now. Something's stirring behind you. Something unconscious and toothless. Solix, wake up! So what about Jack? What about Jack? Are you still planning on killing him? That'd be a constructive way to use your killer troll instincts, even by human standards. It's much better than killing friends. Yeah, you're right. And to tell you the truth, part of the reason I wanted to kill him was to protect them. It's not just about glory, you know. Because if I don't do it, then who will? Well, we have a plan to defeat him too, so there's that. Yes, I know about your plan. I guess 2 plans are better than 1, right? Yeah, so will you go fight him then? Man, I don't know anymore. It's one reason I'm freaking out about this, about feeling bad about a simple, perfectly justifiable killing. If I can't handle that, doesn't it mean I'm not as strong as I thought? What hope do I have against Jack if that's the case? Well, for whatever it's worth, coming from a human, feeling remorse doesn't make you weak. I bet you're still really strong. But then I'm not sure if I actually want to encourage you to go off fighting him, because as strong as you probably are, it sounds like he's really strong. And even though you killed tons of people, I think it would be pretty sad if he died. Aww. So maybe you should just let us handle it? At least we won't fight him directly. I don't know. Even though I'm conflicted, it still feels like something I have to do. I admit, I'm pretty scared about it. Not of him necessarily, but of the fact that I apparently don't know myself as well as I believed. What if I'm not as lucky as I thought? What if I do not in fact have all the luck? Well, maybe you don't. All the luck sounds like an awful lot of luck to have. Exactly. But then if there's no chance of catching a bad break, then taking a risk doesn't even qualify as bravery, does it? It isn't even a risk by definition. So if this is going to mean anything, I guess I just have to find the strength from somewhere to go through with it. More than just the fakey strength that comes from turning a blind eye to all your flaws, you know what I mean? What? What? You know how I said I couldn't relate to the attachment you have for your guardians? Yes. Well, I guess that isn't completely true. Also, talk about the pot and the fucking kettle. Then again, I suppose she's referring to herself. More than the fakey strength that comes from turning a blind eye to all your flaws. Geez, Vriska, I bet you wouldn't know anything about that. You know how I said I couldn't relate to your attachment to your Earth Guardians? Yes. Well, I guess that isn't completely true. There are adult trolls who we can relate to if we choose to, and if we are lucky enough to discover who they are. But it is not really in a familial sense, at least not socially speaking, the way you understand family. They're more like a figure of legend, who are said to have more in common with us genetically than any other troll. But we can never meet them, of course, only look up to them, and follow in their footsteps, because they died centuries ago. Like ancestors? Yeah. We are each supposed to have one, and if you believe the lore about it, your destiny will be tied to theirs. You'll find clues pointing to them and who they were, but you will only notice them if your eyes are open. You then can choose to take up the life they left for you, and if you do, they will always be looking out for you, and guiding you in finishing what they started. Wow, that's kind of neat. So do you believe? I don't have to believe. I am completely certain it is true, and I know who mine is. I've been doing my best to honor her legacy for most of my life. I even named my role-playing character after her. She gained all the levels. All of them. All of them. Well, how did you know she was the one? It was before I ever started gaming or rounding up other kids to feed my Lucis. I was nearing the age where I would be expected to feed her, and she was starting to get so big that she'd have to crawl out of the caverns soon, no longer able to feast on stray wigglers she caught in her web. It was kind of an intense symbiotic thing, a particularly demanding Lucis troll relationship, and only really strong kids are supposed to be able to handle it. So, of course, I was terrified of the responsibility looming. I really didn't think I'd make it. I was sure I'd fail, and my Lucis would either get angry and eat me, or she'd just die and then I'd be culled. But then I saw a shooting star one evening. I tracked down where it landed and found a chest with my sign on it. A sign is an insignia we must wear, specific to our class. Each class has a huge alphabet of signs, so when someone shares yours, you know you have a lot in common. I was so excited to see it. What was in the chest? It was her journal. She documented all of her amazing adventures as she sailed around the world, commanding a notoriously deadly fleet of Gambligans. It was so thrilling reading it. It really felt like she wrote it just for me, like she was talking right to me and telling me how to be like her. She even left notes on where she buried treasure and stuff, which I followed later when I started RPing. I found her dice that way, and so many other great things. Learning about her gave me the strength and confidence to do what I had to do. That's a pretty exciting story. So then your great-great-great-grandnana or such was some kind of troll pirate? Pirate? Yeah, and that's not all. Not that I really needed it proved to me that she was my ancestor, but that's exactly what happened while playing this game. It turned out that in addition to creating us all in the ectobiology lab, Karkat created our ancestors too. But he never believed in any of that, and just thought they were random extra wigglers serving no purpose. The stubborn jackass. The more common bloods are less inclined to give a shit about that kind of stuff. Legends and tradition and all that. Those in the upper classes, like me, put more stock in it, and rightly so. Well, now that you mention it, it really sounds like our situations are not so different. I created our guardians in the lab too, along with the 4 of us, and when you think about it, I never even knew my Nana. She died before I was born, or before I created myself and set myself back in time, So really, she is my ancestor too, someone I am connected to genetically but never knew. Oh, yeah, wow. I guess I never thought of it like that. And even though I knew her, she definitely, and even though I never knew her, she definitely helped me when I was growing up. I followed in her footsteps and became an incredible prankster. That's an admirable calling, John. Every bit as dignified as the path of the Marquise. I even had a book I learned a lot from, too. The book was sort of a family tradition. It was written by an even older ancestor, my Nana's grandpa, who was only the most legendary prankster of all time. So as you can see, we both have benefited greatly from our ancestral wisdom. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I think it's nice to see that when you take a closer look, we have a lot more in common than we first thought. I agree. Oh man. What? I was just thinking about your life on Earth. You have it so easy. You don't have to go hunting for clues about your ancestors at all. There's a picture of her hanging right there on the wall of your hive. Yep. Also, her ashes were there too. I don't know why, but that's just so funny to me. Your lives are so simple and easy. It must really be nice being a human, even though you're also weak. But maybe it's okay to be weak if that's what's normal. Yeah, it's pretty great. Actually, I highly recommend being human. Solix, Pester Terezi. Terezi? Finally, I was starting to think that I was the last one of us alive. Have you seen Karkat? No. But I've sure as hell heard him. What does that mean? And why are you typing like this? It's very odd. I guess that I'm blind now. And I guess I talk like this because KK knocked out all my teeth with some kind of grub-fisted douche. Now he's flipping out. I'm relieved that you and he are okay. I was getting so worried he wouldn't answer. Seems like he wants to talk to you, but I was hoping to talk with you a bit first. Hope you don't mind. I know he minds, but he can smooch my bloody gummy mouth right on the lip for all I care. Lips. That's what I mean to say, now that I can. Lips, lips, lips. Wow, it feels so great to say that word. Okay, Solix, we can talk. What is this about? You being blind? I hope you don't find it insulting that I wanted to talk to you about it first. You just seemed like the right one to talk to about it. I do not mind. How did it happen? It was Aridin. Got me with this fucking science stick, but it's my fault. I totally underestimated him. Oh no. Honestly, I'm okay with it though. I'm fine, aside from the part about not being able to see goddamn squat. Solix, do you know about Feferi? Yes. I'm really sorry. Me too, but it's okay. I'm okay with that too. It's hard to explain how I'm feeling now. I just know that she's happy and okay right now, just like Aradia is. You're sure you're okay? Yeah. I feel better than I ever have, really. There's no more noise. I never realized how noisy it was. I can finally relax and hear my own thoughts without having to yell them or actually just not having any thoughts. That's a nice change of pace. That's good. What kind of noises were you hearing? Voices. Indiscriminate, indecipherable voices. All talking at once. Voices of the soon-to-be-dead. They had been getting louder lately, and I just figured they were all ours. I tuned them out, kind of like I pretty much always do, but now that they're gone, the difference is huge. Wow. Maybe since they're gone, it means that we won't have to die anymore. Well, I hope you're right. So, since I guess I have to learn how to be blind now, do you have any tips for me? Tips for me? I mean, tips. Tips. Wait, no, that sounds stupid. Yeah, I have plenty of tips. It may take some time, though. It took me plenty of time to get used to it. Also, I may not be as good a teacher as I had since I am not a magical dragon. Well, that's okay. I'm happy to learn from you, just being you. Hooray! So where are you guys? I should come join you, so we can stick together. Fuck, I don't know. I'm blind, remember? I'll ask KK. Hang on. What? Something's going on. I smell something in here. What? It smells brighter. Brighter? Terethi, are you there? Oh no. Dave, resist great urge to play Bros Xbox. As usual, you fail to resist the urge. You start thrashing up stunts, something uncanny brutal in your quest for, oh god damn it. You're making a play for that sick nasty pack of deliriously mouth-watering Doritos, and this idiot got stuck on the pole again. Time to reset for the 3rd time this hour. Dave, reset. Someone's bothering you. Dave, answer. Hello. Hey. I think it's absurd I never introduced myself to you in all that time I spent moping around the lab. I guess I wasn't in a very good mood. Hi, Dave. My name is Aradia. Christ. You're a fan of one of my websites, aren't you? What asshole gave you my chum handle? Also, what was your favorite thing I did you liked? And what did you think was so great about it? Also, ASL. 6, a girl in a place very close to you. In fact, I could visit you right now if you would like. Oh, holy shit, okay, you're a troll. Only trolls say they're 6. I don't know what's up with you in that dumb fake age. To be fair, it translates to the same age as you when the moment is 12, it is not. Huh. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. Bye. Understanding disparities in the flow of time should be easy for people like us, let alone understanding disparities in such pedestrian things as units. I am 6 sweeps old. 1 sweep is a little more than 2 years, you dummy. Cool story. Look, it's either the truth or I am just someone who is being a bit playful. What is the harm in that? Okay, so 2 equals 6. Awesome joke. Ha ha ha. Or wait, maybe it was just a waste of time? You people think I'm made of this stuff. I know you aren't, but I am. What? Made of time? Whereas you are the knight of the very same cosmic faculty. It would seem we have very little in common, Dave, when in fact we have very much. Yeah, I think I'm gonna shut off my phone now. See ya. Yes, that's definitely what you did the first time we had this conversation. So I will wait patiently while you realize that's not what you're going to do this time. What the fuck? Dave, describe to me why you're so incredulous, please. I remember this. I remember shutting off my phone and never talking to you again. But I'm still talking. What's going on? Of course you remember that. This is a memory. No, it's a dream. I'm asleep. Or am I? What's going on here? Come to the window. Why? Because I'm outside. BS. Take a look. I don't see anything out there. That is because I am not out there anymore. Turn around. Oh, sup. Looks like you're a fairy. Yeah. That's cool. These aren't my shades anymore. John gave me these new ones for my B-Day. I remember that. And I wasn't wearing this shirt. It was this one. How'd it get like that? Try to remember. I can't. Wait. I wasn't wearing this at all, actually. I was wearing this suit. No, it was the black one. Are you sure? And I was playing Spurb. That's right. And then I went to sleep at some point, which is why I'm asleep now. But if I'm dreaming, then why am I not awake as my dream self? Why indeed? Shit. No, this wasn't the suit I was wearing. It was this ugly fucking rag. Yes, I think it looks pretty nice, but go on. I went to take a nap. Terezi said I'd reach God tier, or I guess show me why I wouldn't. Did it work? Is this part of the process somehow? No, sorry. So then it's just a stupid, pointless dream. Not exactly. Wait. Yeah, I woke up and then... well. So then I'm dead. Yes. Then this isn't a memory or a dream at all. It's the afterlife. Yes and no. Yes and 2 no's. It is the afterlife. But what is happening now is taking place in a bubble, which is accessible to the living through dreams under the right conditions. And it is also your memory. The entry point for any bubble is always a memory, either a memory of the dead or a memory of the living dreamer come to visit. But once you realize it's not just a memory, what happens next is all up to you. Okay, what's going on over here then? Is this some disturbing ghost hallucination? Should I start slapping myself or what? No, this actually did happen, but I don't remember this, because it isn't your memory. This is Alpha Dave, the one who chose not to take the nap which led to your death. Fuck. Lucky bastard. So then I guess Terezi tricked me. Did she? Didn't you ask for this? It would have been cool to know if picking one option would definitely kill me pointlessly, so yeah. But I guess I kept giving her shit about it and knew she was kind of crazy and morbid anyway, so whatever. Is bro dead there? Evidently. Like in reality, like that's a thing that really happened? Also, is reality still a thing that means something? Can that be that on the can that be a question on the table too? Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, it can be on the table. Yes, reality still means something. And yes, your guardian did die. Well, damn it, what did I do wrong? Aside from getting my ass killed in the most stupid way possible. Nothing. All is well and as it should be. What's he doing? Alpha me. What would you be doing here if you were him? I am him. Even better. I don't know. Would you be upset? Yeah, sorta. Then maybe what you are doing is grieving, in whatever way that comes naturally to you. Maybe. You're lucky to be able to. I could not for a very long time. But now that I can again, I'm so relieved, because I've discovered there's no reason to grieve. Okay, am I talking to someone there? Looks like it. Who? Who do you suspect you'd be talking to in this situation? Probably Terezi, I guess. Maybe she's helping you through this. I don't know. Would she do that? You were helping her, weren't you? Was I? I think so. The living need each other's help, just like the dead do. Alpha Dave still has a long way to go. He's still not at ease with his mortality. But people like us have to be. We have to be prepared to die 1,000 deaths before our quest is complete. The master we serve demands it. So I'm just one dead Dave offered up to the time god. Pretty much. What about the other dead Daves? Well, they come here too, in their own bubbles. You may cross paths with them if you wish. I think I'm just up to my neck in Dave already, just being one. I know the feeling. Still doesn't seem right, though. Why are you even here? Like, why are you showing me this? I'm not showing you. I'm just visiting your bubble. It projects your thoughts and memories, as well as other things relevant to you, much like the clouds do in Skya. But, like, if I'm seeing this, shouldn't I be able to do something about it, or stop it from happening, or, I don't know, like, anything to keep helping my friends? What do I do? Nothing. None of this is your business anymore. It's time to move on. Where are we now? Oh, look, this was my hive before it was destroyed. Oh, so this is the troll planet. Pretty cool, not what I pictured. What did you picture? I don't know, it's more subdued. I pictured a lot more mayhem, like a bunch of trolls flying around in little grub pods, constantly screaming at each other through bullhorns shaped like buckets. That's very silly and a little perverse. But actually, that sounds like what it might have been like in some parts of the planet, so can we not go to those parts? I'll put in a good word with your bubble about it. Awesome. So, what am I supposed to do now that I'm dead? What is, like, the primary activity here that ghosts get their shit worked up over? Like, where are the fucking haunt-offs is what I'm asking. I don't know about haunt-offs, but there are plenty of time to satisfy various curiosities. You might have about existence and whatnot. Boring. Is it? Just kidding, that sounds kind of cool. Oh, yes. What else? There are all sorts of friends to meet. Ones you already know and ones that you don't. There's plenty of time for just about anything. Lots and lots of time. Enough time to understand that time isn't much of anything at all. It isn't. Time is like a game. Just one fun game in reality's cupboard, which is full of them. And it's the one we are the best at. All the other people are better at other games, but when all the games are back in the cupboard, everyone's about the same. And games are fun, but sometimes you don't realize how much fun you were having until they're all over. And sometimes you look back and realize for some stupid reason you weren't having any fun at all. And then you laugh. I bet you meant to laugh a whole lot less shitty than that one. That laugh will suffice. Hey, want to see inside my hive? Yeah, sure. Well, how about later? Not that doesn't sound cool, but I kind of want to just go home. And I guess chill for a while, because I guess it was all a bit much. If that's okay, I guess also possible. If that's okay, and I guess also possible. It is quite possible, and more than okay. It seems you have a hive guest, Dave. Aw, hell no. Is this who I think it is? Tavros has been looking forward to meeting you. Hey, first off, okay, I think you're fantastic. Which is to say, just an enviably cool guy, who I admire. Let's put that compliment on the table where we can both see it. Holy shit. Looks like I found another point in time to bother you, when, I guess, you're more emotionally susceptible. Due to those sick fires you're packing there, you best not be bringing that fire into my bubble unless you plan on dropping that shit. Oh, bro, These are without any confusion to be noted as some truly unhealthy incendiaries. They are in above average need of medical attention. So in other words, just to complete the analogy, I hope you know a licensed physician. I'm your general fucking practitioner, and doctor's orders are to shut up and burn down my fucking office. I'll break your brittle ass like a graham cracker, and we'll roast s'mores over the flaming debris. Have I made myself clear? Yes, and certain features of your pale anatomy may serve as the marshmallow ingredient needed for the molten snack. I will provide the fudge. Dude, gross. So Aurelia, just so we're clear, this is like a hell bubble, right? This is my eternal punishment to have a shitty wrap-off with this tool forever. Is that it? Yes, you figured out the mystery. Guess I had it coming for a flagrant lifetime spent being unbelievably fucking incredible at rap and just about practically everything else. Except not dying. You may not think so, but then again, you have not faced Team Charge in a match of slam poetry, have you? Oh, yes. Just kidding, I'm no good at slam poetry. Sorry. Oh. So is he dead? He looks dead. Yes, he's dead. What about you? You don't look dead. Are you dreaming? No, I am wide awake, and I physically stand before you, in person. So you're not dead? Oh, no. I am very much alive, and I very much intend to stay that way.